Hello knitters, Faylynn from Strand Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California. And today's video is going to be strange. I have construction going on in the parking lot right next to the building, and sometimes it feels like the whole building's about to collapse. So I'm like trying to find these little times when they're sort of in between jackhammering. And I think I found one for a moment. Anyway, so I'm going to run last week's video because that has all the classes, but I wanted to show you, I've got the, for the market bags and the pot holders, all that stuff, I've got samples now in the store, and so I just wanted to share them. So on the 8th, which is a Saturday, from 10 to 12, I have to look for sure, make sure I don't screw you up. 10 to 12 is the market. This is the knitting version. So 10 to 12 is the market bag. So here's the market bag. I'm still gonna add the handles. Now she did ribbon, which is an excellent idea because it doesn't stretch. So I highly suggest ribbon. But I'm also gonna do an I-cord strap, which also doesn't stretch as much. So you would have the choice of either, but you add them second. You know, you like sew them on. You can put little buttons on them to make it look like it's buttoned, even though it's just sewn on. But anyways, that's the market bag. It turned out so cute. I really love it. I did go down, she did, the pattern calls for 10.5. For this, I went down to like, I think a 7. Yeah, I was on a 7 because these bags really stretch. So a 10.5, that bag's gonna be too stretchy. I mean, this still will stretch plenty big. So so I just tightened it down, and I think you could even go down to a 6 and be fine. So I did the 5 on the bottom. So here's the bottom, and here's the rectangle. Sorry, the noise is gonna be about to get there. This is the rectangle that you're going to knit to come to class, and then we pick up the stitches, and then you're on your way. And of course, you don't have to do striping, but boy, was it fun. So that's the market bag. Here's the washcloth. So this is the ball band washcloth. And it's just fun and fast and fabulous. I mean, it's just, I love this. It's one of my favorite ones. And you can just do all sorts of colors. You know, further in the video, there'll be other pictures. Then, so those are all on the 8th. So the market bag is 10 to 12. The washcloth is 12 to 2. It's all down in the newsletter. It's on the website. So, and it's in the video. Okay, then the crochet version is going to be Saturday the 29th. And from 10 to 12 is the pot holder. So this is a crocheted pot holder. It is so much fun to do. It's very quick. This is what I would call a smaller one. You can make them bigger than this, but it's doubled. It's crocheted, tight crocheted, and double fabric. So believe me, these are fabulous pot holders, fabulous. And so that class is 10 to 12. And then the crocheted market bag. Ta-da! Isn't it cute? I love this one. So there's the crochet market bag. I actually thought it was too small, and then I just steamed it and sort of stretched it, and now it's perfect. So this is just a granny square-ish with 5 sides, 6 sides, I think. And yeah, 6 sides. And start center out, make 2 of them, and then you join them as you go. So there's no sewing, you're just crocheting them together. Yay. And that is from 12 to 2. So this one is the 29th, 10 to 12, 12 to 2. And now I'm going to put you over to the other video, and it's got all this information plus everything else, like the crochet top, pressed flowers, it's all there. So that's it for me for this week. Well, construction is going crazy, and I'll talk to you next week. Pressed flowers, and this is this gorgeous thing which I talked about last week, which was one of my most favorite knits I've ever done, and that's saying a lot because I have done a ton of knits. So this is a wonderful project. It is more for the advanced beginner, and it's going to take you, I'm warning you, it's going to take you a little bit to get it down. You may have to take it out 2 times, maybe even 3 times by the time you finally get what's happening. But once that happens, it's so fun. It's just a really, really lovely project. It's a longer project. This isn't quick. So you'll be with it for a while, which actually is the fun part because it's so exciting to do it every time because you really can see all the things that happen. So this is a slip stitch pattern. You're only carrying 1 yarn at a time. So you're not doing fair isle, you're not stranding, carrying 2 strands at the same time. You're only carrying one row. You do 2 rows of one color and you're slipping stitches, and you do 2 rows of the other color and you're slipping stitches and that kind of stuff. So that's pressed flowers, and Dream is what I highly suggest you do. And so I was going to give you color options. We still have this, well, we have the black background. We still have the background, but there's so many options. Don't just do the black. So I was going to like put together things like this one would be beautiful. This one, same center, would be beautiful, beautiful. This would be fun, totally fun if you're a green person. And this one could also go with this one. And then I have the aqua one. I like this one a lot because it's so like summery and beachy, which of course is our thing anyways. So, but this would be really pretty, really, really pretty. Then you've got more neutral, but instead of black, you've got sort of the taupey color. So the taupe you could do for anything. I really like this one a lot, but this goes with anything, you know. You can put anything you want to with that, and you can do solids, you know. So you can have green with white flowers, or pink with the, that would be pretty. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be a variegated color. Lots and lots of people do. So I highly suggest you click on the link and you go to Ravelry and look at all the projects. There's hundreds of them. And look at all the different color combinations there have been, because there's a lot of different color combinations. And you might find something you would never have thought of putting together, and we can put it together, and there you go. So don't be just stuck on black with you know, some kind of a flower, light flower in the background. It can be anything, and we have the colors right now to be able to play with that. So come on in and play. Okay, so that class is coming up on May, which is a Sunday, May 26th from 10 to 12, Sunday, May 26th. So that's Memorial Day weekend. So it's a Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. Next class after that is June 1st, and that's a Saturday from 12 to 2, and it's a Catawba. You can sort of say it now. I've got one sleeve done. I'm actually going to add some more rows. Christine tried it on. We decided it needed like 4 more rows here, maybe 4 more rows at the bottom, and then over here. So, but it's adorable on. It's just so cute on. And the sleeves are bell sleeves. So yeah, it's just fun. So this is, as I said, is just double crochets. It's very simple. You'll have it totally set up by the end of class, and you'll be on your way and know what you're doing. Because once it's set up, it's just really easy. and after you get past the sleeves, you don't even have the increase where you have to do 2 sets of 3 in one hole 4 times around. You're just going around and round and round and round. So even it just gets simpler and simpler. So this is a great, great top. It's very lightweight. This yarn, the cotton wool blend. It's very lightweight. Well, this is totally lightweight, because crochet is very rarely lightweight, but the yarn is very lightweight. So, so this isn't too heavy, basically, because crochet actually uses a third more yarn than knitting. And so it tends to be it's a more structured stitch. And so it just tends to be heavier than some of the knitting stuff. Like the top that we have out of this is so lightweight compared to this, but it's just the nature of crochet. And but this is done out of very lightweight yarn, and it's just a fun summer top. It's great. And obviously, you know, yeah, it's a great top and easy. Double crochets is all you need to know. So this class is June 1st, Saturday from 12 to 2. Okay, so yesterday we got a massive amount of yarn in. I told you it'd be coming. So we got our coastal cottons in, and they're all so bagged up. So I'm going to take a picture and show you colors. But our coastal cottons, and I mean, we must have like 25 different skeins of this. It's crazy. And so we have a bunch of solids, and we have some that are speckly and multicolored. So I'm going to run some things that I love to do with this kind of cotton for the sun, and I do it during the summer usually, is 1, the market bags, and 2, kitchen accessories. So washcloths, pot holders, those kinds of things. This stuff's perfect for it. And so I'm going to run a knitted version and a crochet version, because you can do both, and they're both perfect. So the knitted version, and I'm just going to put pictures up here because I don't have any of these things in my hands. June 8th, it's a Saturday. So I'm going to run them back to back on the same day. So my workshop time, I'll have workshop people and I'd have class people. So on June 8th, the 10 to 12 class is going to be the market bag. And here's a picture of the market bag. And so you're going to hopefully come to class with the base done. And then we'll be picking it up around the base and you'll be just learning how to do that. And then it's like yarn over knit two together. It's a very easy thing to do. And so that's the 10 to 12 class. Okay, so the washcloth classes and the knitting version. So I screwed up, so I'm retaping, and so it's midday, so the lighting's totally probably different, and I look a little different, but that's why there's such a shift. And then from 12 to 2 will be the washcloth. Now, the washcloths, I did this several times, like several years apart for Christmas presents. You can see I did tons of them. And so I like to buy a kitchen towel, and I've found some fancy ones, but you can do just stripy ones. You can do whatever you want, obviously. But I like to find fancy ones and then match my washcloth patterns to those. And so that's what I did. And they make great gifts, birthday gifts, housewarming gifts, Christmas gifts. I mean, if you got a bunch of people, you can get started now and man, you're done. Then I also bought handmade soaps, a kitchen soap that has like coffee grounds in it, which helps with the smells for onions and stuff, and packaged that all together. So they make a really wonderful little gift, and they're very useful. They really work really well. So the ball band one, which is this one, there are hundreds and hundreds of washcloth patterns, hundreds. So some people do this all the time. But this is one of the most popular ones because it used to be on the back of a cotton brand. I don't even know which one. And the pattern was inside the ball band. You know, the band that goes around, inside was a pattern, which they used to do a lot on lots of things. They put a pattern inside the ball band. So that's why it's called the ball band washcloth. But this is a fun pattern. It's colorful. It's a nice one to do. And once you get it, which you'll get it in class, it's like easy. And so that's the knitted version from on June 8th. So 10 to 12 is the bag, 12 to 2 is the washcloth. You can do both classes back to back. And that's it. June 29th will be the crochet version, and it's the same thing. Only instead of a washcloth, we're going to do these pot holders because these pot holders are just amazing. You can actually do these pot holders knitted too, but I like that vintage cloth. So we're going to do the pot holder, which is easy, super simple, and that's 10 to 12. And then we'll do the market bag from 12 to 2. And so same thing, you can stay for both classes and do them back to back, or just one or the other, whatever works for you. So those are the classes. So I will have pictures of what we've got. As I said, these classes aren't for a few weeks. If you felt like you come in and get what you need so that your color doesn't run out, you know, that you're hoping to get or that you need to match. And so right now it'll be, I mean, they're not going to run out. We have so many that it's going to be here. Well, it's not like it's all going to disappear. But, you know, it's a month from now. You may have a few less choices, but you won't even know that because you won't see them. So anyways, if you feel like it, come and get what you need for these classes. And yeah, crochet, I like to crochet in the summer. I don't know what it is, but I tend to crochet. I don't crochet in the winter. If I'm crocheting, it's usually in the summer. Very strange. I don't know why. Other than maybe I just do smaller projects. So like, you know, these kinds of things. So it's just small stuff. But anyways, crochet and knit, hand towels, face towels, pot holders, and market bags. And last thing I want to talk about is the heirloom blanket, because we still have June 1st or June 2nd is our first class. So that's still, you know, like 2 weeks away. And so there's still time to join us. I think I have 6 people now. The class is going to run. I can take up to 10, or 12. So I have plenty of room. If you've been thinking about it, the fence sitting's about to be gone. So we have 2 more weeks till we start the class. And you sort of need to have your yarn before that, because you cast on the border. There's a border on all the blocks. So you cast on whatever the cast on is, and you do 5 rows of seed stitch. And so you want that done before you come to class, so you're not wasting the class time getting that done, because it does take a bit, you know, like a half an hour or 45 minutes, you know, depending. And that's pretty much all the time we spend on one block. So you want to have those done so that we can jump into the block itself, into the stitch pattern that you're going to be learning. So so come in, you know, before June 2nd, but June 2nd is the starting date for this class. It's on June 2nd this month because I can't do the 8th or whatever the 9th or whatever it was. I can't do it. And but from then on, it will always be the second Sunday of the month. Except for maybe around the holidays, we may switch a few things. So, but second Sunday of the month, except for this month, it starts on June 2nd. So June 2nd, and from then on, it's the second Sunday of the month. A little confusing, I know, I'm sorry. It's just the way it happened. So, again, I have the video at the end, and I might put a few here. I'm gonna put a few here of people talking about the class. Because again, this class is a class that you learn so many things that I don't care what level you're at, you will leave with more understanding about your knitting, more understanding on how to read the knitting, the pattern reading, tips, tricks, things to make things easier for yourself, and to make things more sure that there are less mistakes, because you know that's the bane of our existence, is how do we get the mistake count down, you know, because there are mistakes, there will always be mistakes, but how do we, you know, manage that to where it's the least amount of mistakes possible for ourselves. And then what you do when you have the mistakes and lifelines and all sorts of things. There's just so many things that you learn throughout the year that it's been worth, anybody's taken the class, it's been worth it for them no matter how long they've been knitting. So think about it. It's coming up. It's so much fun. We have a great time. And so that's that. I will put the video at the end along with these little bit of tutorial, people talking about it. And I guess that's it for today. And I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.
Okay, latest summer project, and I love this one because I'm going to wear it for beach cover-up, although I had to wear it today to show everybody. And I have learned so much in 10 months. I have made multiple sweaters and scarves and hats, and I can't get enough.
And a lot of it came from what you learned in the squares?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of stitches, a lot of, you know, and then of course tinking is a great teacher too. But,
yeah. Everybody takes out, you guys, it's all okay.
3.
I love this class because I learned color work for the first time so that I can make this.
Yay!
I was always scared of it, but it turned out great.
And what colorway is that?
This is the
San
Clemente Seaside here. Yes.
So
It's
yay!
so soft. Love it.
Amazing, amazing. Best thing ever. Thank you.
Blanket class is Sunday every month. It was fantastic. You learn so much about any kind of stitches you can imagine. Color work, all kinds.
Yep.
Laces, cables, you name it, is all in there. So I knitted
Yeah.
blanket, the whole giant, every square. I learned all kind of stitches, so many of them. And I learned how to knit beanie, baby sweater, hoodie sweater, adult tank top. Just unbelievable. All my family was shocked. I can do that. They said, oh my God, you're actually able to do that and you stick with it? Faylynn gave me so much encouragement. So I thank her very much.
So when I started blanket class, all I knew how to do was knit and purl. First square, cable square. Next thing I knew, I was knitting an awesome sweater with the cable down the back. I've learned how to do lace work. I've learned how to do slip stitches. I've learned how to do color work. It is fantastic. I highly recommend it. I can't even believe I can pick up a pattern now and not go, huh? It's awesome. I've learned so much, and I'm actually sad that it's coming to an end.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
because I'm ready to learn more.
Thank you.
Hi, I am loving the square class. It has been so fantastic. Been knitting about a year, and this class has given me so much confidence to pick up a pattern. And if I'm not coming to workshop on Thursday, and it might be a Monday, I'm not intimidated to look at the patterns and know from the squares different stitches, different pattern types, and it has been so fantastic. It's so creative. You basically can't mess up, and it's just tons and tons of fun. I highly encourage anyone who wants to know more about different pattern types, different stitch types, or just do something really creative and fun to definitely sign up for this class. I've loved it. Good luck.